it always takes a little time for all the electronics to start to meld together. I see that we already have people waiting. If you've shopped with me before or you've seen this show, you actually know what to do. Hit that heart button. I'll know that you're watching, and that would be great. In the meantime, let me just still wait. I'm going to tease you with this little piece coming up. This actually piece is not in the show, but I actually asked them to let me wear it. This is a gorgeous 14 karat gold spider with articulated legs. Look at this. And a gorgeous Mexican fire opal. Luke is here, so he is saying hello, and I believe that Facebook is now working, so that's a good thing. So welcome in again. Happy Thursday evening. I hope you've had a great week. My name is Michael O'Connor, and the show is Michael O'Connor for Carroll's Jewelers. In case you don't know who Carroll's Jewelers is, which means that you haven't been shopping with me for a little bit, and we need to change that. Carroll's Jewelers is Florida's most trusted jeweler. They actually have a history of integrity and establishment since basically almost a century. In fact, they have been in their same location on Las Olas, which is downtown Fort Lauderdale, for over 60 years. So they are a well-established, trustworthy jeweler that you should know. And that's who the show is for. I need to tell you every week that I am being compensated to do this. And now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the platforms, if I've done everything. Let me first tell you about the show, because we've got great things. We've got things all the way from $86.50 all the way up to $4,500. And we have savings up to $1,900. We have two vault finds. One of them is vintage, one of them is not vintage. And we have a Mother's Day special that we're going to start with. And what else do I need to tell you? Let me go through the platforms. So if you are watching me on my Facebook page, which is Michael O'Connor Style, you can stay there if you want. I will tell you that if you do want to interact with me, you will not be able to do that during the show right there. I will see your comments and I will get to them after the show. I always do. I always try to respond to everybody. But if you want to be interactive with me, but beneath each of the posts that I did for this show, the one that I did yesterday and the one that I did this morning, I put a special link. That link will bring you to this platform. And I'm going to tell you in a second why that is so important. So what I would encourage you to do, if you're watching on Michael O'Connor Style, then click that link and it will bring you to this platform and we can interact. If you're watching on Facebook, because there are people watching on Facebook, there are people watching on TikTok, there are people watching on the Carroll's Jewelers site, there are people watching on so many different things, and including my Facebook, if you are watching on Instagram, you will see a code above my head. That code, if you put it into the chat box, will bring you, they will direct message you a link and you'll see everything in the show. If you're watching me, as I said, on my Facebook page, you will not be able to fully interact with me. If you are watching me on this platform, and this is the benefit of doing it, we will be able to interact. And here's how we're going to do this. So on the side, there are a group of icons when you get to this platform. That's why I encourage you to click that link. So there are a group of icons, and what you'll see is the top one is a heart. If I'm saying something you like, if I'm showing something you like, if you want to express a little love, if you think that my lapel pin is absolutely gorgeous, hit that heart button and I'll see hearts coming up and I'll know that people are really liking it. Next down is the shop button. The shop button is a great tool for you, and here's why. If I'm going too fast, if I'm going too slow, if you join me halfway through the show and you want to see everything that's in the show, you hit that shop button and that shop button will actually let you see everything in the show. More importantly, it will let you take advantage of some of the great values that we have in today's show. So I hope you'll hit that shop button often, because I think there are things you will definitely not want to miss. Right underneath that, there are three little dots. Those three little dots actually allow you to share this to your social media. Now, I always say the best thing about friendship is sharing, so you could share this with your friends and they can also take advantage of those great deals. And finally, at the very bottom, there is a little box. Now, Luke has already said hello. That little box, you'll put your name in, you'll tell me where you are watching me from, what platform you're watching me from, and what I will be able to do is I will be able to respond to you and we can interact. It is a live show. I am live. I truly am live. So Anyway, with that, let's get on with the show. I think I've given you all the housekeeping. I've shown you how to work the platforms, and we are going to start with a truly gorgeous, gorgeous piece. You know, May is, thank you, Luke, for Luke already changed to the first piece. So May is Mother's Day. May is also the month that contains the birthstone emerald. So here we are starting off with a Mother's Day special and a beautiful, beautiful emerald, which, as I said, is the birthstone for May. In the store, it's normally $3,983, but tonight you can save $1,984. We're giving you like big savings right up front. So tonight, this piece is $1,999. It's item number 230135. Now, you should take a look at this emerald. Emerald is a member of the beryl family. It is a very durable stone. People say that it symbolizes success, that it symbolizes luck, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous stone. This particular emerald that you're seeing is 1 carat, 56 points. Then there are 23 points of diamonds going all the way around this emerald and in the bail. So I'm going to try to give you a really good close-up so that you see how that is. Look at the sparkle. I want to tell you that when you are shopping for colored gemstones, a couple of things you should know is that colored gemstones are prized for, number one, their rarity, but also number two, for the actual color. This is a Colombian emerald. Colombian emeralds are probably one of the most coveted of all of the emeralds. And this particular color happens to be, in my opinion, one of the best colors. What you will also know, because sometimes when you see emeralds, emeralds will actually not have a lot of life to them. You will see, and the reason is that they have what they call gardens inside, or jardin, and those jardins, those gardens, actually prevent the light from passing through the stone and you getting that gorgeous refraction. Here you are seeing that light. You are seeing light pass through this stone. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous stone. Thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. This would be a perfect gift for somebody who is born in May for Mother's Day. And literally, as I said, you are getting $1,984, almost 50% off of this piece tonight. It is $1,999. What you're also seeing here is that this pendant is set into 14 karat white gold. I'm going to take it off because I want to show you the back. Let me show you that first. There you go. Beautifully done on the back. It is almost done like a lock. And if locks are significant to you, that idea of a lock means that forever mine. It means that you will always be prized. I have you committed, if you will. So this is a beautiful symbol of this gorgeous lock. So this does have that kind of gorgeous lock symbol. It really does have that gorgeous color. Again, I want to point out to you that oftentimes you do not get that gorgeous transparency from an emerald. In this one here, you are not only seeing the gorgeous color green, and as I said, that this particular green I think is one of the nicest, but you are also seeing the refraction coming back out of the stone. This is in 14 karat white gold. As I said, the chain is an 18-inch chain, which means that it will sit roughly here. And it does have a beautiful lobster claw clasp. This lobster claw clasp is a little bit on the larger side, which means that if you do have trouble with getting your pieces on and off, this will actually make it a little bit easier. This little tag, by the way, you will see this often on pieces of jewelry. If you look at this tag, this will actually tell you what the carat weight is. So you know that you are getting 14 karat white gold. You are getting an 18-inch gorgeous white gold, beautiful curb-link chain. And you are also getting this gorgeous Colombian emerald in the center with a true amount of color, a true amount of sparkle to it. There are 23 points of diamonds here, so just shy of a 1/4 carat around it. The emerald itself is 1 carat 56 points. An incredible, incredible buy for $1,999. I will tell you, hit that shop button. There is only one of these. This is not something, you know, when you shop on a lot of the shopping programs, there are like hundreds in stock. This is not the case. This is something that there is only one of these at this moment to go around. Now, I'm not saying that if this is sold, that that Carroll's Jewelers could not order this again. They probably could order it again, and they can do that. By the way, if you do have any questions while we're going through, simply call Carroll's Jewelers. You can call them now. You can call them tomorrow. 954-463-3711 is the number, and they will be more than happy to let you know all of the details if you think that I have left anything out here. Again, one last time here, $1,999 for this gorgeous Colombian emerald pendant in 14 karat white gold, quarter carat of diamonds, just shy of a quarter carat of diamonds around the outside. You are making a saving on this of $1,984. So it's almost 50% off. So that is an incredible deal. Birthstone for May, the perfect Mother's Day gift, the perfect symbol to say, you know, I'm committed to you. I'm locking up our future together, and you will always be mine. Great, beautiful symbolism here. And again, that emerald is the symbol of luck and the symbol of success. $1,999. Hit that shop button and you can get it home. By the way, if you want to find out more information while I'm talking, if you hit either the shop button or that icon above my head that you actually see the piece in, you'll be able to go to the website, I'll diminish down, and you'll be able to find out a lot more information on the piece. When you're ready for me to come back, you just click my face and I'll come back. So let's move on to the next item now. And the next item is a gorgeous, whoops. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Luke. Luke is my producer this evening, and he already put the piece up to prevent me from having to look at it. A couple of things. If you've been shopping with me for the past couple of weeks, you know a couple of things that many people don't know about me. Number one, that I have allergies. And number two, I wear glasses, and sometimes I have to put my glasses on because of the allergies and because the icons are very small. Anyway, this next piece is truly an incredible, incredible design. It's a gorgeous rose quartz. I want to show this to you. I'm going to show this to you. I was hoping that the light actually catches some of this gorgeous halo work on the outside and also the detailed cutting right here. What you're looking at here is a rose quartz in the center. It is 12 millimeters round, so it has a nice size to it. It is done almost like a rose cut. If you love those older shows, those shows like Downton Abbey, Boardwalk Empire, Bridgerton, all of those things, when that time really was the time, usually or often what they did is they did rose cuts in gemstones because the rose cut works beautifully in candlelight. You are seeing some of the sparkle here, but when you see this in candlelight, what you will notice is that this is truly a beautiful, beautiful cut. I want to show you the dimension of this and the height. It does not sit up too far from the hand, but yet it has a gorgeous presence. As I said, 12 millimeter gorgeous rose cut here. You are also looking at natural diamonds around the outside. I'm going to give you that, and the beautiful, beautiful halo. This is also very symbolic because when you have a halo in jewelry, what they say is that it means that you are the center of my universe because you are the center of this halo. You are the center of my universe. So that is a beautiful sentiment if you are giving this to somebody. This truly makes a beautiful, beautiful gift. It is done in sterling silver. This is all plated over the top, generously enrobed in 14 karat rose gold. So the rose gold enhances that pink color of the gorgeous rose quartz here. There it is on my finger. So it is a sizable piece. This piece here is originally $280 in the store. Right now, this evening, you are going to get 25% off, so $210 will get this home. I do want to let you know, if you love this idea and you want matching pieces, I have coming up in the show a gorgeous pair of earrings that matches this and a gorgeous necklace. And there is a special on the necklace and on the earrings, but I'm going to put those down because I really want to concentrate on the ring right now. As I said, the ring is 25% off, which means that it is yours for $210, which is a phenomenal price. Gorgeous sterling silver, really beautifully coated in that gorgeous 14 karat rose gold with that 12 millimeter rose quartz in the center and surrounded by diamonds. It is a beautiful ring. I just want to point out to you and let you gaze at it one more time. I'm going to take my face out of there so that you can actually hopefully see more of the detail. Look at that halo all the way around, all of those gorgeous diamonds. These are all natural diamonds. Now this ring is a size 6. If you wanted to get this ring in another size, or if you wanted to have this ring sized up, just simply call Carroll's Jewelers 954-463-3711. Speak to Luke or anybody there, and they will be able to do that. You can also reach Carroll's Jewelers at www.carrollsjewelers.com. Carroll's is Carrolls, jewelers.com. And you can also see everything that they have if you do that. So beautiful 12 millimeter rose quartz, sterling silver mounting with a gorgeous plating of rose gold, a halo of natural diamonds here. $210 gets this home. This would be the perfect gift to say to your mother, hey, I love you. This is delicate. It is wonderful like you. You are the center of my universe. I am going to take this down and we're going to move to the next item in the show, which is a great pair of earrings. And those are easier to see, so I was able to do that. So anyway, this next pair of earrings, I put them this way for a reason. Because they are, you can wear them either as a cross, if a little symbol of your faith, or you can wear them as the X, which is maybe a little bit more on the fashion side of it. But they are a beautiful pair of earrings. I am going to, because I have OCD, I am going to make them both the same right now so that visually it's nice for me. But bear in mind that because the post is in the very center, you will have the opportunity. You can wear them both as a symbol, a show of your faith, or a little symbol for you to have your faith, or you can wear this as the X. X marks the spot. These are sapphire and diamonds. These are regularly in the store $950. You are going to get 40% off of these tonight, so you're making a saving of $380, which brings the price of these down to $570. You are looking at natural blue sapphires here. Blue sapphires, there are 8 of them there. The total carat weight of the sapphires is 40 points. You have 2 diamonds right here in the center. The 2 diamonds are accents, so just a couple of points each. Sapphire is, just so that you know, a member of the mineral family called corundum. Corundum is what sapphires are made out of, what rubies are made out of. And corundum, when it comes to hardness, when it comes to durability, when it comes to wearability, a diamond is 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. The Mohs hardness scale is a scale of hardness, and it will indicate the durability of a gemstone. Diamonds are 10. Corundum, which is sapphire and ruby, are 9. So you're getting a gemstone that is truly, truly something that's going to last forever. The symbolism behind sapphire is it has a regal symbolism. We all know the princess who has a sapphire engagement ring. So many celebrities are getting married in sapphire, but it also is the symbol of truth and trustworthiness. So it is a beautiful stone. These happen to be on the darker side, but one of the things, as I said about the emerald that we started the show with, when it comes to color gemstones, what you want to look for is gemstones that truly are the center of that color, or truly saturated enough but you still want to be able to see that gorgeous color. Sapphires are primarily blue. So here you are seeing two earrings, each of them containing 4 sapphires. And so you have 8 sapphires in total. As I said, that's a total carat weight of 40 points. And you are getting that gorgeous diamond in the center. In case you missed it at the beginning, if you wanted to wear them on a fashionable side, I think that this is a great way to wear them on the X. These are done in 14 karat white gold. I'm just going to show you the back. The post and butterfly back going to be very easy for you to get on and off. However, I want to just point out again why you can wear them in 2 different ways. The post here is in the very center of the back. I hope you can see that. And then your butterfly back goes on here. What that means to you is that when you do want to wear these in a different orientation, right now I have them both on as X's. If you wanted this to be a Maltese cross, it would make a great Maltese cross. If you wanted to use that Maltese cross as a show of your faith, and just to maybe a little reminder of your faith. And faith certainly goes along with the symbolism of sapphires, trustworthiness. And so this would be a beautiful pair of earrings because you do have that option of wearing them either way. 14 karat white gold, beautifully done on the back, beautiful butterfly back. $570 this evening. You're making a saving of 40% on this pair of earrings. These are sapphires, these are diamonds, and these are just that gorgeous, gorgeous pair of earrings that are going to be the go everywhere earring. If you know someone who's going out into the workforce, someone who wants that professional style earring but doesn't really want to wear perhaps costume jewelry, they want to have something that is professional, that says, you know, I'm succeeding in my position. Sapphires and diamonds would be a wonderful way to do that, especially set into white gold, because they are going to go with every other piece of jewelry in the wardrobe. Because you also will not see, I mean, you do see the little prong on either end, but for the most part, this earring is really all about that gorgeous, gorgeous color of the blue sapphires and that little bit of extra sparkle of the diamonds. 40 points, as I said, $570 gets these home. Hit that shop button. That shop button will allow you to see everything in the show. If you wanted to see the emerald that I started the show off with and you missed it, you weren't with us, go back and hit that shop button. You'll be able to pull up everything in the show. So I am going to put these down and we're going to move on to the next item. One last look on this. I love whoever is sending me those hearts. I really do love this. Sapphire happens to be a stone that I truly, truly appreciate for the durability of it, for the gorgeous color of it. But let's move on to the next piece. Now, the next piece is 2 things. It's a vault find. Thank you, Luke. It is a vault find. It is also a vintage estate piece. What you're looking at here, look at this gorgeous, the way this flower is done, the way this flower is set up. What you're looking at here is a beautiful, beautiful color of turquoise. In the store, this ring is $1,800. This evening, you're going to take $600 off that, so a saving of 33% for a price of $1,200. Now, why this is such a great price for that is a couple of things. First of all, I want you to see this turquoise up and close. This turquoise does not have any of the veining that goes through it. This is that pure, pure turquoise that people really tried to get in the early years. If you notice any of the turquoise that are in the crown jewels, any of the turquoise that royalty have, most of that turquoise is not veined. It is pure and gorgeous like this. Turquoise is the birthstone for December. I'm a December baby. And I will tell you that when I was younger, I only saw the turquoise that had the veins through it. And I was like not really a fan of turquoise. I was like, okay, I don't really want to wear a turquoise. When I discovered that turquoise could really be this gorgeous, non-veined, beautiful color of that gorgeous mix between blue and green. I absolutely fell in love with it. This ring is a size 7. It is done in 18 karat yellow gold. As I said, it is both a vault find at that price because $1,800 was a good price, but it's also a special this evening, and we are giving that discount of 33% off, so you're saving $600. $1,200 gets this home. So I want to show you again the details. Look how it's beautifully set up. This is a beautiful flower. This is all the center of the flower done here. It has a gorgeous gallery work on it. It has a gorgeous shank on it. And again, what you are seeing here is 18 karat yellow gold. What that means to you, if you're not familiar with the gold carat weights, gold is offered in a variety of different carat weights. It's 24 karat, 22 karat, 18 karat, 14 karat. Most of the jewelry that you see today is in that 10 karat, 14 karat range. When it comes to carat, it's easier to think of, and you'll see these marks on jewelry as well. It's easier to think of it in the European way, which is parts per thousand. So 18 karat gold is 750 parts pure gold out of 1,000, 750 parts pure gold. 3/4 of it is pure gold. And that's why 18 karat is that more expensive. This has that rich, gorgeous color that you expect from 18 karat gold. As I said, this is a size 7. Simply call Carroll's Jewelers, 954-463-3711, and speak to them. They can tell you if it can be sized. I will tell you that it probably is able to be sized to a certain extent. Also, I just again want to point out to you that gorgeous color. Try to give you a really good shot of that turquoise. It does sit up from the finger, so I'm going to try to show you this. Let me see. So it sits up just about 1/2 inch from the finger. So if you are worried about working with your hands, or you think maybe 1/2 inch is too high, this may not be the ring for you. But if you wanted to make a statement, if you wanted to be unusual, if you wanted to have that gorgeous, gorgeous quality of turquoise, this is exactly a piece. Also, as I said, $1,200. What you're looking at here is both a vault find and a vintage piece. It is truly a gorgeous, gorgeous buy. And I think that anyone would be very, very happy to have this. As I said, when I would buy turquoise, or when I fell in love with turquoise, it was this particular quality of turquoise, that non-veined, gorgeous, perfect mix between the blue, perfect mix between the green, truly what they call that gorgeous turquoise color. So I am going to put this down and move on to the next piece. The next piece is a pair of earrings, very fun pair of earrings, and a go everywhere pair of earring. Oftentimes, when women talk to me about their jewelry, they always say that hoops are an earring that they absolutely love to wear because they are so incredibly comfortable, and they do so much. They do so much for the face. They also have that little bit of movement to it. Here you get a gorgeous pair of gorgeous earrings. They are a huggy style, and I'll show that to you in a second. But what I love here is that it has that black and white combination. This is item number 645-01347. And in the store, they are normally $295, a saving tonight of 33%, so that is $97, which means that you get these home for $198. These are done in sterling silver. What you're looking at here is hand-painted enamel on the front of each, and then you have a row of cubic zirconium. Cubic zirconium are a diamond simulant. They actually have a higher refractive index than diamonds, so they do have great sparkle to them. This particular earring is called a tenuto earring. If anyone knows what tenuto is, I hope that you would put it in the chat box, because I don't really understand. It's obviously a very fancy Italian word for something. But anyway, if you know, let us know. We would love to chat with you. Anyway, these are sterling silver, Beautifully hand-done enamel work, cubic zirconia. By the way, the sterling silver here is nickel-free. If you say to yourself you have a problem wearing sterling silver, oftentimes, or other metals, oftentimes it may be because of the nickel content that is mixed with it. These are nickel free. What that means is that these are going to be kinder to your skin. They are going to be extremely easy to wear. So if you are prone to breaking out, you probably will not break out with something like this. You should also know, by the way, that if for some reason you have an issue, one of the great things about dealing with a store like Carroll's Jewelers is the fact that they've been around for almost a century, but they built their reputation on trust. If you get these home and you say, you know what, they weren't for me, not quite what Michael said, they made me break out, I will tell you that what you should do, Luke just wrote in here that tenuto means held. To hold is an Italian musical term. There you go. Thank you, Luke, for doing that. He is also not only my producer, he puts up the product, and he is also my translator because I do not speak Italian. So anyway, tenuto means held. But one of the great things that you should know is that if you get these home and you say, you know what, they did make my ear turn, I did break out, or they're not as large as I would have hoped, you have 60 days to return these pieces. That's the great opportunity of working with a store like Carroll's Jewelers. 60 days, you just need to return them in the original condition, original packaging, and with the original tag that comes with them. I'm going to show you how these work. These are a huggy style, and I want to show you the back while I do that because, the details, my mother used to have a saying that in the details you can see the face of God. And it is true. I'm a very detail-oriented person, and I love when details are shown to me. So if you see the back here is beautifully finished. It does have this gorgeous plate on it. The huggy style means that it works like this. There is a hinge here on the bottom. You are going to take them. You are going to click it into place. There's a little notch there, and you will not be able to hear this, unfortunately. You'll click it into place, and it will be safe for you to wear. While I have this, you have that row of cubic zirconia here. Let me see if I can. There, you're seeing the sparkle now. Let me move my face. So that gorgeous row of cubic zirconia, that is going to give you the sparkle. You have that beautiful black hand-done enamel. These are, as I said, they are a solid earring, beautifully made, and sterling silver. They are also rhodium plated, and this speaks to the quality of them as well, because sterling, oftentimes people will say, well, it can go dark. The reality is that yes, it can, because like all metals, it does oxidize. These are plated over the top with rhodium. A benefit for you is the fact that it will prevent the tarnishing. The platinum group metals are metals that do not tarnish easily. It'll prevent the tarnishing, and it adds that little bit of extra strength. So these are a great pair of earrings for less than $200. The perfect Mother's Day gift. They have a drop, by the way, I should let you see the drop, of about 5/8 of an inch. See, about 5/8 of an inch, just over half an inch, 5/8. So they are going to sit literally just right there at the jawline. If you've been shopping with me before, you know that this is the quintessential length for most earrings. And the reason is that the jaw is the natural frame to the face. So if you have something there that's giving you a little bit of movement, giving you a little sparkle, giving you a little bit of play, this is the quintessential length for most earrings. $198, less than $200 gets this home. By the way, you should also know that anything in the show, if you say to yourself, well, you know what, $198, I would like to pay for this out over time. I may not have $198 right now to spend. Click this, put this in, click the shop button, put this into your shopping cart. What you will see is an affirm option. That affirm option will allow you to pay this out over time. So what that means is that you'll be able to get these home, you'll be able to give these as a gift, you'll be able to start wearing them, and you will be able to pay these out over time. And that is a very, very valuable tool if you wanted to take advantage of that. Gorgeous pair of earrings, less than $200, sterling silver, hand-done enamel, cubic zirconia, so you get all of that gorgeous light play. You also get that playfulness. It is a beautiful pair of earrings. Now, I'm going to move on to the next piece. And the next piece is our other vault find. There we go. I think that's it. That should be it. Okay, so like the first ring that I'm showing you, the vault find, you're going to say, Michael, what is a vault find? Well, let me tell you. A vault find is something that has been in the vault for so long that Carroll's Jewelers may not be able to get it again. If they are able to get it again, they would not necessarily be able to get it for the price that we are showing it to you this evening. Such is the case with this bracelet. This bracelet is 26 grams of gold, 26 grams of 18 karat gold. As I said to you earlier, 18 karat gold is one of the purer forms of gold. It is 75% pure gold. This is 26 grams, 18 karat, gorgeous yellow gold. This is a twisted cable chain, so you are getting that flat kind of feel. This has such a luxurious weight. It's too bad that you cannot feel the weight of this. You are getting, as I said, 26 grams of gold. You are also getting this for a price of $4,500. As I said, this has been sitting in the vault for many, many months, perhaps even years. What that means to you is that if this were to be ordered today, it would be significantly more money. Carroll's could never replace it and could never offer this to you again for that price. You should also see that it contains sapphires, beautiful cabochon sapphires on either side of the bracelet and on either end of the bracelet. It also does have that large designer spring ring clasp. That is going to make it, again, very easy for you to wear. It's going to give it that high-end designer feel. You are getting 18 karat yellow gold, $4,500 for 26 grams of 18 karat gold. If you have been looking at the price of gold lately, and if you haven't, you should be. If you've been looking at the price of gold lately, you will see that, or you know, that gold has reached historical highs that we have never, ever seen before. What that means, again, going back to this is a vault find, this was received many, many months ago, perhaps a couple of years ago. And at today's price, the historical highs of gold, what that means is that this would never be able to be $4,500 again. Again, 26 grams of 18 karat gold, some of the purest gold, 75% pure gold. You've got 4 sapphires, these 2 gorgeous cabochons on either end and on either side. Beautiful designer spring ring, a very heavy curb length. This is, by the way, 7.5 inches. So it is something that is going to be easily worn by a woman, very easily worn by most men. I'll see if I can't do this because it's going to be, there you go. I may not be able to take it off, but I may be able to get it on. There we go. So I can wear this. I have an average size wrist for a man. This is 7.5. To me, this fits perfectly on my wrist. If you wanted to wear it with the toggle up, I think that's a very, very chic look. If you wanted to stack it, this is my own bracelet, not for sale. But if you wanted to stack it with other bracelets, very easy for you to do. And I just love the size and dimension of it. This is not something that is diminutive by any means. You have 6 sixteenths on the width of this bracelet, 7.5 inches in length, which means that it is going to be fit around probably a slightly larger wrist for a woman. You can have this shortened very, very easily. Just speak to them at Carroll's Jewelers. Call them at 954-463-3711. Speak to Luke or speak to anybody there, and they'll be able to help you with that. But this is a truly gorgeous piece, and that you saw me just take it off now. So you saw me put it on camera, so backwards and upside down. So that will tell you just how easy this is to get on and off your wrist. This is a vault find. As I said, $4,500 for this is truly a tremendous value when you think of the price of gold. If Carroll's Jewelers was to try to order this today, they would never be able to offer it to you for the same price of $4,500. So I am going to put this down. Do not forget about that. I realize that it may be a more considered purchase for people, but remember, you do have that affirm option. Hit that shop button, put it into your cart, and try the affirm option, because the affirm option is going to let you pay this out over time so you can get this home, start enjoying it, start wearing it, maybe give it as a gift. I don't know, if you wanted to give it to me, I'm open. So give it as a gift or start to wear it, and then you can pay that out over time. One last time on this, as I said, $4,500. The item number here is 44000139. 7.5 inches, perfect for a man, perfect for a woman, and really a significant size and a gorgeous weight, 26 grams of gold here. I'm putting this down and we are moving to the next item, which I think is gorgeous, very, very pretty. So I love amethyst. Amethyst is one of my favorite stones. And this particular ring, I think the perfect amethyst ring for a couple of reasons. Number one, I want you to see it has that gorgeous modern feel to it. I want you to see that there are two beautiful amethysts here in the center. This ring is done on a bypass. What that means to you is that it is going to be very elongating to the hand. Years ago when I was a designer, we used to have a saying, if you're in doubt, just design it on a bypass. And the reason for that is that it gives you, when a bypass, by the way, what it means is that it starts off on one side, and if you follow the shank all the way down, it goes obviously to the other side. But these two top areas are stacked, they're bypassing each other. So these are two beautiful amethysts in this. Both of them are pear-shaped. They are both bezel set. The benefit to you for bezel setting stones is the fact that, especially when it comes to pear shapes, you have to protect this little end, because this is the weakest part of any gemstone. If you are worried about this, don't worry about this so much, because number one, it is in a bezel, but also amethyst is 7 on the most hardness scale, so it is a very durable stone. It is a member of the quartz family. I think it is such a royal and regal feel. And that bypass style, by the way, which is really where I started, that bypass style is elongating because it is longer from your knuckle to the end of your finger, which means that it's going to be very elongating for your hands. If you are somebody who says, you know what, I really don't wear rings all that often because my fingers are too short, try a bypass style. Take my advice and try this bypass style, because the bypass style will make your fingers look longer and leaner. In the store, this is $173, but tonight 50% off. So you're saving half of that. And the price on this is $86.50. This is a sterling silver mounting. It has a nice weight to it. The stones are not set up too high. I love the modernity of it. If you're somebody who really loves modern jewelry, if you like that whole idea of that sleek modern look, that's exactly what you have here. Sterling silver, 2 amethysts. This one here, by the way, is a size 7 because it is on a bypass style. It could be stretched slightly, but what I would do is I would encourage you that if you do love this idea, if you love this style, speak to them at Carroll's Jewelers, 954-463-3711, and literally they can order it in your size or have this one particularly sized for you. Because even though you can stretch it slightly, the reality is you don't want to stretch it too much, because then you'll take away that gorgeous bypass design, which I've been talking about so much. $86.50. So that is, I think, the least expensive piece in our show tonight. And $86.50 gets this home. I think this is an important ring. It's a gorgeous style. It's something that I think that you could stack up with other pieces if you so desired to do that. I just love the idea of purple. Purple, by the way, or amethyst, is the birthstone for February. You heard me say that it is a member of the quartz family, which means that it is 7 on a Mohs hardness scale. But I just love the rich, gorgeous color that you get from amethyst. And I do love that these are pear-shaped, each of them facing a slightly different direction. There's a whole trend right now. I think you've probably seen it out there in the fashion magazines. It's called the Moi et Toi ring, which means moi, me, and toi, you. Me and you. It's the me and you ring. So if you have a twin sister and you're both born in February, hey, you could both have this. And this is you and me. We are together forever. And we have the same birthstone. This does come, I presented this a number of months back in, I think, blue topaz. So it does come in a variety of gemstones. Simply call the store, speak to anybody there, and they will be able to help you with that. $86.50 gets this home. It is one of the most reasonably priced rings that we have in the show this evening. But I'm going to take this down and move on because we have 2 pieces that coming up. Now, I have to show these to you kind of separately, just in the way that they're done. But there's a very, very special reason that I put them together. This does, by the way, earlier in the show, I started off, or not started off, but earlier in the show, I showed you this rose quartz ring here. If you love the idea of matching pieces, look at this gorgeous rose quartz pendant. This is part of it. This is the next one coming up, but I wanted to start with this now, that gorgeous, beautiful rose cut with a halo. But right now, we're going to talk about the earrings, and they are here. Okay, so the earrings, these are beautiful rose quartz. You have a 10 millimeter rose quartz here. These are, I want to say that they're rose cut, which is a specific type of cut, but they're not really rose cut. They're kind of like an augmented rose cut, because they actually do have faceting in the back. You may be able to see that as I move them. There's some little refraction here. They also have the halo. These are done in sterling silver, and they have a surround of diamonds in them. So this is a halo. Each of these is 10 millimeters. So you have 2 10 millimeter rose quartz. Then you have diamonds around the outside, sterling silver, and set with natural diamonds. So now here's the deal, as they say. So the earrings are $477 in the store. The pendant is also $477 in the store. The pendant has a 17 millimeter rose quartz. It also has diamonds. It is also set into sterling silver, and it is done on a 17.5-inch chain. I only have 2 hands, so I must put them down. 17.5-inch chain with a 2-inch extender. What that means is that this is going to give you the ability to wear this anywhere from about here down to there. That 2-inch extender will allow you to do that. Look at that gorgeous rose quartz. Look at the sparkle of the diamonds. I think that this is a beautiful piece. Now, this is also $477. For this show, and for this show only, if you decided that you wanted to take both of these, remember, in the store, $477, and this is $477. That is over $900. So right now for this show, if you decide to take both, you can get these both home for, are you ready? $477. That's right. Not a choice of. You can get both of these for $477. So that is a very, very special deal. $477 gets these both home. Normally in the store, each one of them is $477. You are getting them both, not your choice of, your set. This is a set if you buy them this evening in this show. Remember, click that shop button. I am going to show you the other one while we're still talking about this. There you go. There is the pendant. But literally, I think that if you click either one, it will probably show you the comparison. But let me just concentrate now on the pendant for a second. Look at this amazing, amazing, gorgeous rose-cut rose quartz, 17 millimeters. You also have diamonds around the outside, done in sterling silver, done plated over the top with gorgeous rose gold, 14 karat rose gold. Look at that gorgeous sparkle. This is, years ago, De Beers used to have this thing. It was called the Diamond Solitaire necklace. So this to me has that same kind of feel. Now, if you were listening to me earlier when I was describing the ring, I was telling you what the idea of this halo means. The halo is a symbol of you are the center of my universe. So this would be a beautiful gift to give to somebody for Mother's Day, for a birthday coming up. As I said, you are getting both. So literally for $477, you are getting both the pendant and the earrings. Debbie says that she loves me. Hello, Debbie. Thank you for being here this evening. I truly appreciate it. So this is a beautiful set, a beautiful opportunity for you to do this. Hey, it is like getting a gift and giving a gift at the same time. Because, as I said, each one of these in the store would be $477 each. Tonight, you are getting $477 and you are getting them both. So, what do? You can decide to give them both as a gift. You can both keep them, or for that same $477, buy someone the gift and keep something for yourself. And don't forget that you still have that ability to put this into the shopping basket and then literally click the affirm option. And that affirm option will allow you to pay this out over time and yet still get this home. I really love this pendant. It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous feel. As I said, sterling silver. By the way, this is the ring that I was showing you earlier that goes with it. I am going to put these down now because we don't have a lot of time. I want to make sure that I get to the last few pieces in the show. The next piece in the show is a beautiful, thank you, Luke. So the next piece in the show is a gorgeous ring. This has that appearance of a stacked ring. It is in fact one ring. It is joined at the back. So if you are somebody who loves the idea of a stack, but you don't love the idea of the stack falling all over each other, this holds them apart at that perfect interval so that you can wear them without ever having to worry that they are going to fall. So you are getting 30 points of diamonds, and how that breaks down, you're going to see that you have here a beautiful oval. These are natural diamonds. That oval is approximately 20 points, and then you have about 10 points of natural diamonds going around here. Let me get my face out of here so that you can see. Look at the sparkle that you're getting here. Beautiful, beautiful, two rings in one. A 20-point natural diamond here, 10 points natural diamonds here. In the store, this is $1,800. This evening for this show, it is 50% off, so you can take $900 off. So less than $1,000, $900 gets this home. This is 14 karat white gold. And again, you have 30 points of diamonds here. I love the fact that this takes the idea of a stack ring, stacks them for you, and then that the designer thought so much to say, you know what, well, some people, this would kind of like not fit right up against here. So how do we prevent that? How do we keep this always looking fabulous? And so what they did is they soldered them together at the bottom. The other benefit to you in this section here is that this acts like a little bit of a sizing bar. This particular ring is a size 7 right now. You said, hey, you know what? I need a size 8. I need a size 6. Not a problem. That sizing bar will allow you to have this done in your size. Simply call the store, again, 954-463-3711, and they can help you. They can either order it in your size or take this one. Because of this little mechanism, they can size it up to the size that is going to work for you. 30 points of diamonds. You have a 20-point solitaire here, which is a gorgeous oval cut diamond. Then you have 10 points of diamonds done in rounds that go all the way, well, not all the way around, but significantly around this, well beyond where the finger sits, giving you that gorgeous stacked look without the, I don't want to say the sloppiness, but without having to worry about how you are fitting them together. I am going to put this down and move to the last item in the show, which is a great pair of earrings. If you, and so many people have, so I'm thinking you probably have this in your wardrobe. If you have loved the paperclip style and you have a paperclip chain or a paperclip bracelet and you wanted a piece that is going to work perfectly with that paperclip, welcome to your paperclip earring. This is an incredible piece. It is $954. This is an everyday value. And this piece here is 14 karat yellow gold. You have 16 points of diamonds. It has a textured paperclip link. It has 4 diamonds on either side. These diamonds are all bezel set. You also have diamonds in the joiner. These are almost like a door knocker style. And then the top of the earring, you also have 2 more diamonds. An incredible pair of earrings, $954. These are 14 karat yellow gold. Again, you are getting 14 karat yellow gold and you are getting 16 points of diamonds. The drop here is a little bit longer, so you are going to get that little bit of extra drama if you love the idea of drama in your earring. This earring has a drop of 1 and, let me just see. Oops, okay. It has a drop of 1 1/4 inches. I hope you can see that right there. Again, you've got diamonds, 4 diamonds that are bezel set here. The benefit of them having bezel set specifically up here around your hair is the fact that these are not going to catch in your hair. Thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. I appreciate it. These are done with a post and butterfly closure, so they are going to be incredibly easy for you to get on and off. As I said, if you've been looking in the fashion magazines, you see that the paperclip link is everywhere. Everyone has them, and everybody really, I think that it's wonderful that everyone has a paperclip link now at this point, but if you want that kicked up just a notch, because I want you to see the texture here. These are not just a plain, simple paperclip. These have that gorgeous kind of rope texture. So if you love the idea of having something that is just a little bit more elevated from somebody else, this is a great pair of earrings. $954, 14 karat yellow gold, 14 karat, which is 58.5 percent pure gold. And then you have a 16 points of beautiful diamonds, bezel set here, and then prong set here at the very top. That is my last piece of the show. I hope that you enjoyed all of the pieces that we have. Thank you for Debbie for being here. Thank you for Luke, who helped out. I hope you have an incredible rest of your week. There's only one day left, and then of course the weekend. And I'm here every Thursday night, so please join me next Thursday for another show, all new pieces. Thank you for whoever is sending me that heart.